Hey there, it's Big Tony over here at NatG, coming at you with a little beacon rush action. We're on the castle map, and this is War Robots. And we're going to talk a little bit today about passive modules. And this, of course, is aimed for free-to-play and pocket change spenders. If you're a big-time spender, you just do what you want to do. So you really don't need any advice. But for you guys who are pocket change and free-to-play, I do have some advice for you guys. So let's go ahead and start with free-to-play when it comes to passive modules. Now, if you're looking at, what you can get for gold or what you can get for, general currency in the game. Let's go ahead and get this guy out of here. Of course, if you look in the store, you've got your attack style passive modules. You got a nuclear reactor, a thermonuclear reactor, and you've got the nuclear amplifier, the granddaddy of them. And this is one module. This is one module area you want to look at. If you're in the low leagues, you can, you're down in gold, silver, maybe even the bottom ends of like diamond. And if you're going to play around with just the generic nuclear reactor, they're the cheapest ones. They come with your bots. You can level them up and actually play with them and be in down the lower leagues, and they're not bad. And you're not going to be out a heck of a lot. Now, if your ultimate goal is to progress, you're going to want to skip over the thermonuclear reactor. It's 4,000 gold. You're going to want to get 5,000 gold and get yourself a nuclear amplifier. And that is a huge, huge step up for your bot. Damage mitigation, you're talking damage output, you're talking it's a big step up for your particular bot. And seriously, that's just it. It's either one or the other. Do the very cheap one or go for the granddaddy on the assault one. Now, for you guys who are, of course, up in the higher leagues, you've spent some money, you've been here a long time, you've ended up getting repair and immunity amplifiers. For free-to-play and pocket change spenders, there's really not a lot of availability to get those. They are what are called premium content. You can't get them except in the black market, which is terrible. Your odds are very, very slim. Or once in a while, I just got hammered out right there. Or once in a while, there'll be a leaderboard or something that pops up that allows you to get those particular ones. But pocket change, free to play, my advice is don't bet on it, not in the short run. So what you want to look at next is a last stand, which is, I believe, another 5,000 or 6,000 gold. There really isn't much to not much that can replace that. That is something that gives you a massive dump of damage resistance, and it's going to make you a little more viable when you're dealing with bots. Not necessarily with Titans, but with bots, it's going to help you. Especially if you plan on progressing up past Diamond League. You're going to want to get this. So, nuclear amplifier, and get yourself, a last stand. Now, there is, the armor plating. You can get that if you want to get more hit points. That isn't a bad thing either. But they're not something you're going to be focusing on if you're going beyond, Diamond League. So, the two big ones, like I said, nuclear amplifier and last stand. Get those for 5 of your bots, and it's going to cost you, and it's going to take you time to do that project, and at that point, you're going to know, am I going to continue doing this free-to-play? Or, because it's going to take you a long time free-to-play to grind out that much gold. And level them up to get the silver to do it. Or are you going to become a pocket change investor and do a little bit more with getting those things leveled up? But definitely, passive modules do make a huge impact in your gameplay. In Champion League and Master League, you look at just about any heavy-hitting, hanger. Nuclear amplifier, repair amplifier, and immunity amplifier, or a combination of those. Like on the Fenrir, sometimes I run a nuclear amplifier and 2 repair amplifiers. I know some people who run 2 immunity amplifiers and a nuclear amplifier. You just learn and kind of research and pick out what kind of setup that you want. Now, down the lower leagues, it's really just work with what you got and know that unless you're willing to really kind of pony up on a few things or get exceedingly lucky in the black market, you're going to have to do some grinding and deal with what the game can give you. And definitely that's kind of what I did years back. I was very fortunate. I've got enough immunity amplifiers, repair amplifiers, and nuclear amplifiers. I can do 4 full hangers of bots. And right now I have 2 of them that are maxed out, 2 hangers worth. and I'm working on my third, which is, it's a grind. Even if you're pocket change or even a little more than pocket change spending, it's a grind to do that. So that's something else too. Do you want to have multiple hangers? My advice to free-to-play and pocket change spenders: stick to one hanger. It's cheaper over the long run. But definitely, that's kind of the discussion I wanted to have with, the essential passive modules. Now, you do have a third slot, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of people who like to run the anti-control, which is okay in some cases. It's not the panacea. It doesn't control everything. Some people like to run the overdrive, so they get this massive dump of damage when they're down towards the end. Some people like to use, speed style ones. Any one of the second, I think, be the third tier passive modules. You just got to kind of pick it out based on the type of bot you're building. If you're doing an assault type build, you might want to have an overdrive unit. Give you that big dump of damage that you can do when you're just about at the end of the life expectancy of your bot. Comes in handy. But definitely that's another type of video we could have some point down the line. And maybe I can do that with like my baby account. We can look at that. But what are you guys' thoughts on that? What are you running currently as your combination of passive modules in the hanger range that you're in? Let's go ahead and talk about it down in the comments. And hey, we're open for some good discussion here. That's what we want to have going on. Okay, we've been hammering these guys pretty darn good here. Let's go ahead and work on this. Now, that's for passive modules and stuff like that for bots. Titans is kind of another story. And there's a lot of, I think we can actually probably do a separate video for that. Let's just go ahead and just stick to the bot passive modules right now, because Titans are kind of a creature unto themselves. They require a different economy than the beastie little passive modules you get for robots. So, we can have that. Yeah, I think we'll do it. We'll do that in another video. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can finish this out. There's one guy left on that side up there. Definitely, we've pounded out. We've killed at least 13, 14 bots here. We've destroyed a few things. Let's go ahead and get aggressive. Let's go ahead and push. Let's see if we can flush this guy out. And there we go. There's a double kill. Nice. And that should about do it. Alrighty, guys. Hey, if you haven't done so and are thinking about it, subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it. Alright, guys, there's the victory. Let's go ahead and just take a quick look at the scores real quick, and then we are out of here. Alright, let's wait for it. Come on. I should have been counting how many kills I had. Okay, I had 16 kills, 6 beacon caps, 5 assists. That was a pounder. That was authoritative. Alrighty, guys, time to bail out of here. Of course, stay safe and healthy. Watch out for each other. I'll catch you on the battlefield.